Hi, I'm Nicola. I'm the family support worker within Motivate Haven. This video is our second video around wellbeing. The video that we did last month looked at the wellbeing of adults and parents and looked at the 5 ways to wellbeing. The 5 ways to wellbeing has different activities to use within under each of the 5 topics, how we can manage and improve our wellbeing. However, this video is going to focus a little bit more on us as parents and the role we take in supporting our young people's wellbeing. So the key message I want to put across in this video is that we as parents are the best placed people to support our children's wellbeing. And actually, we know our children more than anyone else. So we'll be able to kind of notice those behaviour changes or those triggers and be there to support our young people in those difficult times. Obviously, there is mental health support out there and things such as a CAMS intervention or counselling support are hugely valuable. However, they are always going to be short term, whereas parents are much more long term, and we're kind of always there. So it's the key message to say, actually, as much as that signposting for support and getting that specialist help is really, really vitally important, actually what's more important is us as parents learning how we can best support our child or young person to improve and maintain good wellbeing. So one thing that we can do to help support our young people with their well-being is to be a good role model. So as a parent, it's about having it be a conversation within our households that these are the things that I do to look after my well-being. So it's things like, I'm going to go take a bath and lock the bathroom door because I just need some time for me. And this is how I look after my well-being. Or I'm going to take the dog for a walk, or I'm going to do some colouring, or I'm going to do a puzzle. I'm going to do an activity that makes me feel good because this is how I maintain good mental health and good well-being. So for it to be a conversation and for you to kind of role model those positive behaviours as a parent is really, really important. And that message gets across to our children that we're doing things as adults to maintain our well-being, and that's why we appear to be coping, happy, okay. And these are the things that children and young people need to learn, what it is in their life that keeps them well and happy and okay, so they can kind of continue to do those things so they can have good well-being too. Parents take a really key role in helping to support their child's emotional well-being. So the first part of it is really supporting them to have an awareness of when their mental health is maybe not in the best place. So it's a case of you as a parent noticing what behaviour changes, what their behaviour is, what their mood is like, what does your child or young person do when their mental health isn't good. So if you have an awareness of that, it's something that you can then kind of bring up and notice with them. So it's a case of kind of going, oh, I notice that you're spending more time in your bedroom, or you're a little bit more short-tempered, whatever those behaviours are that you notice. It's about bringing that to the young person in a calm and supportive way to kind of say, I've noticed this is happening. I know when this has happened previously, it means that you're not feeling so great. Is this the case? Is there anything I can do to help? Do you want to talk about it? And if they're not in a place where they want to talk about it, it's about kind of saying, well, that watching TV, going for a walk, doing some colouring, whatever it is works to improve your well-being and your mood. So maybe it's worth kind of doing some of those activities to see if that helps you feel better. So it's kind of about really making that a conversation in your home. I've noticed a behaviour change, offering the support. Do you want to talk about it? Is this something you want to talk about with me or with a trusted person? If you've got Motivate Support, your Motivate Support worker, or if there's a friend or a family member, whoever it is, do you want to go for them for support? if they're not in that place where they want to access that support, it's about offering those kind of like wellbeing top-up activities that they enjoy, so they can kind of manage their well-being, start to feel better, and hopefully that will bring them to a place where they're ready to kind of talk about it and ready to access that support. But that's a really key thing to do in terms of kind of noticing it, just so you're getting that message into your young person's head around like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I'll start to notice my own behavior changes, and they'll start to do that a bit automatically and start to do those things that help them to feel better, without any prompting. And you can really model that in your own well-being as well, in terms of like sharing that I've not been feeling great and this is why I'm watching TV, this is why I'm doing a hobby that I enjoy, this is why I'm going out for walks. Okay, so to summarise the wellbeing videos that have been done, definitely have a look at 5 Ways to Wellbeing on Mind's website. There'll be some really good ideas and activities that you can do either for yourself or your young person or as a whole family. Really hear that you are the best placed person to support your child with their mental health. Do some positive role modelling, so look after your own well-being and your own mental health, and your child will definitely kind of get that message and hear that come across. And definitely try to notice when your young person's mental health is starting to dip, and try and have those conversations with them, and try and kind of intervene as early on as possible so it stops them going to a place where they're feeling really bad, and see if you can kind of put some of those activities that you know improve their mental health in early on, so we can kind of act as in a preventative way rather than kind of dealing with them at their lowest. And ultimately reach out for support, whether it's Motivate support, Mind support, CAM support, whatever specialist support is needed. Reach out for that support, but from that support it will be taking on the messages that those professionals give you and implementing them at home. Take care of yourself.